Okay, everyone, we're going to do some sound editing right now. And we have one major problem, and that is that there's no such thing as a song in the United States that is out of copyright. And so I can't show you how to cut a song and let you see the video. YouTube just won't let me share it. So I'm just going to record my voice. All right, so this button right here is the record button. This is Audacity that I'm using. Audacity is a free program that can be downloaded from the internet. It is available for both PC and Mac. It is not available, as far as I am aware, for tablets or phones. It's only available for desktop computers and laptop computers. But you can see that as I am talking, you can actually see the sound file right there. And it doesn't appear very loud. Right here is my mic volume. I'm going to bump that recording volume up and see if that does anything. Test. Yeah. So now you can see that the sound file is a little bit louder. The bigger the peaks, the louder it is. Okay, I think that's enough of a sound file to show you what we're going to do. For now, I'm just gonna stick with this little bit right here. I don't even think I need all of this, so I'm just going to delete it. And now we have that 16 or 17 seconds that I recorded at the very end of that. So here we listen to it. So now you can see that the sound file is a little bit louder. Okay, yeah, so there we go. Now, this tool right here is the selection tool. This is the envelope tool. The selection tool lets you select any part of your file. In fact, right there you saw that I selected all of that. I just hit the delete button and it deleted it. Okay, now if I double click, I'm going to select the whole thing. Let me come here for a second. The sound file to show you what we're going to do. Okay, so right there at the end, I'm going to generate some silence, and I'm going to generate a second of silence. It puts this little bar, I just click on the bar and it disappears. And if you look right here, this is kind of funny. Right here is the zoom button. I'm going to zoom in, and you can see these two little clicks right here. That is my mouse clicking. So if I were using this for something else, I would just delete that. Now we have a file to work with. You can generate other stuff too. You can generate noise and tones and so forth, but the most useful one is this silence. Effect. I can amplify it. Bass and treble is something I really like to work with. I can bump up the bass a little bit, bump up the volume just a little bit. And now, so now you can see that the sound, it just made it a little bit louder, give me a little bit more depth in the recording. In the effects, we can also change the pitch, and this is where we get to have some fun. I'm going to take it from a G all the way up to an E. Have to choose the right octave. And here we go.
So now you can see that the sound file is a little bit louder. The bigger the
right. And you can see that it was, or hear rather, that it was a little bit distorted. Anytime you adjust the pitch, that's what's going to happen to it. I can adjust the speed. I can make it from 17 seconds down to 13 seconds. Same sort of thing.
So now you can see that.
What if I make it even less, down to 7 seconds?
So now you can see that the sound file is a little bit louder.
That's how they originally did the Chipmunks, but they would record all of the songs very slow and then just speed them up. Or I can go the opposite direction. Let's just go 10 seconds longer.
So now you can see that the sound file.
All right, so that's kind of fun. We can, click removal. I wonder if that is gonna, Yeah, that actually it didn't eliminate the clicks, but it made them softer. In music, sometimes there's something called a click track, and that would be beneficial there. Let's come to distortion. I don't think you're going to hear much. Um, yeah, we'll just bump it up a little bit. You can see it changed the file completely. So now you can see that basically it just sounds like I've maxed out the speakers. You can play with that. Echo is kind of cool. I've done a delay of a quarter second and a delay factor of 0.4. So now you can see that the sound file is a little bit loud. That's okay. Not exactly what I'm looking for. You can fade in, you can fade out, and you can put exactly how much time you want to spend fading in or out. You can actually adjust the graphic equalizer exactly. Invert really doesn't do anything. So now you can see that, yeah, different types of sound files might work with that. Noise reduction, normalization. Normalization just makes everything about the same. So now you can see that, but you can see it got quieter. This is the one of the processes that all music studios go through. The phaser, I don't know if you're going to really hear much of anything. Yeah, let's do more of this, and you may not even hear a difference. So now you can see that the sound file is a little, yeah, it's kind of cool. You can repeat something. We're not going to mess with that right now. Reverb, this is kind of cool. Make it sound like I'm in a big room. So now you can see that the sound file is a little bit louder. I'm going to keep that. You can do it in reverse. This is weird. They do that in movies to make something scary. The wah wah. I don't know if if you're gonna hear anything or not. So you can see that the sound file is a little bit louder. The bigger the yeah, so that messes things up a bit. Anyway, there's lots of things that you can try. I'm going to let you just kind of experiment with some of those. And but now I'm going to show you just really quickly. I kind of did it a little bit earlier. The sound file is a little bit louder. Right there. The bigger. I don't like the fact that I said, I'm going to cut it out. Oops, I need to make sure I cut the whole thing though. So I'm going to zoom in so I can see the whole thing. There we go. Probably about right there. The bigger the... There we go. Louder. The bigger the peaks. Even right there. The peaks. I said the word the, whatever a couple of times. If I was going to cut that out, I would want to go back into the original file before I did all of the other adjustments. The louder it is. Okay. I think I'm going to remove this up to right there. I think that's enough of a sound file to show you what we're going to do. Okay, now if I was going to use this for anything, I have a second of silence at the beginning. I don't have a second of silence at the end. I like to do a second of silence, or usually I do 3 seconds of silence if I'm doing a piece of music, because it gives you a little bit extra time to work with it and be ready for it. Sometimes you don't want that. You can cut that out completely. Now, in order to save this, now if I click save, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be saving the project. Okay. It doesn't give me anything. It just saves the project. What I want to do is I want to export as an MP3 or a WAV. I don't even know what an OGG is. I'm not going to worry about the others. I either want an MP3 or a WAV. And then I can name it. I'm just going to name it Audacity. And then right over here, there's my file. So now you can see that the sound file is a little bit louder. Yeah. Okay. So that's how you work with Audacity. I'm going to let you just have some time now and experiment on your own.